What's up guys, it's Dono. So I got a question basically asking what you can do to change up your schemes a little bit better. And hopefully I got the interpretation on this question right, but I'm basically going to answer one way that you can transition from scheme to scheme, changing up your flows a little bit more smoothly. To start out, we need to understand what a rhyme scheme is. And a rhyme scheme is essentially just a mapping out of different rhymes within a verse. So let me give you a quick example. These days are long, but the sun never changes. We wait for song to map the coming of ages. The most clear rhymes here are changes in ages, but if we dig a little bit deeper, we see that the verse and the scheme within the verse is a little bit more complex. These days are long, but the sun never changes. We wait for songs to map the coming of ages. So when you look at it that way, you see there are 4 rhyming words within each line. Now, yes, some of them are slants, but they're all rhyming words. Now, that's basically what a scheme is. If you don't understand it, there's several more videos that I have that'll help you kind of understand how it all works. So I suggest you dig into those. Now, when the schemes are the same or really close, it's fairly easy to use the same flow, right? You just slot out the exact same type of rhythm that you were using for the first line in the second line. But what happens if we change into a new scheme? Well, a lot of times you're gonna need to use a different type of flow to really still fit the instrumental or just the general rhythm. So here's an example of what I'm talking about. These days are long, but the sun never changes. We've done all our fun through the coming of ages. So we have a couple options for how we're gonna be able to use these new lines. One is that if we match up the syllable counts, we're gonna be able to use actually the same rhythm that we were using in the previous line. The way that we do that is to make sure that we map the same syllables into the same spot. So if you're going da 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 da, then you say the same line in the same rhythm. Da 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 da. Most of the time you're going to be able to do something like that. But let's say that you want to switch up the flow. So then what can you do? The easiest way that I know to transition from one line to the next while creating a new flow is to make sure that you have a flow in your mind for each individual line. So you practice each line as a couplet and then put them back together. That might sound a little bit confusing, but let me give you a quick example. These days are long, but the sun never changes. These days are long, but the sun never changes. We've done a lot of fun through the coming of ages. We've done a lot of fun through the coming of ages. These days are long, but the sun never changes. We've done a lot of fun through the coming of ages. It's a pretty simple idea, but by building the transitions, you're going to be able to give yourself that new scheme or flow that you want. The thing to remember is that each line by itself you should be able to turn into a couplet and maintain a steady rhythm. Then you just take out the repetitions, smash the 2 lines together, and change the flows in between lines instead of having 2 couplets that are exactly identical. Hopefully that helps you understand how you can change schemes and flows pretty quickly, or if you're using a new scheme, how to maintain your flow. That's just one more tool to add into your arsenal. That's all I've got for this video. So as always, if you have any questions, comments, topics you want me to cover, throw them down in the box below and I will get to them as soon as I can. Beyond that, I've also got a website, rapbetter.com, and I've got a full 30-day course where you can really learn how to rap. I'll have a link to that down below as well. That's all, and I'll see you next time. Don't forget to subscribe so you can stay up to date on the videos, and if you have any questions, comments, or topics you want me to cover, leave them down in the box below and I'll get to them as soon as possible. See you next time.